Hello, it's your boy, Homie J. Today, we're going to be talking about the brand new K album. I know, I'm just as excited as you. So, I actually know this guy in real life. Me and him both make music. It's a fun little thing to do in my pastime. Today, I'm going to be giving an honest review on it. He said he can take criticism, and I believe him to an extent. But it wasn't that bad, so I'm not gonna shit on it like Lil Baby's album, which was questionable. But yeah, today I'm going to be talking about K's album. Now, K had a lot of potential. Not that any of it was ruined, but it had a lot of potential. The album's name, I think, is "The Emotion That Can Break Your Heart Is Sometimes the One that Can Heal It." Around there, something edgy. I don't know. But the first song on it is Loop of Love, aka LOL. And this song actually has some pretty sticky melodies that have implanted themselves into my brain. Do. It's just like this really high-pitched synth that it really gets in here, you know? The vocals were actually pretty good. He did well on the auto-tune. I don't know if it's cheap auto-tune or not, but it sounds good, and as long as it's sonically pleasing, I'll listen to it. The chorus was nice, the verses were nice. Sometimes it's hard to distinguish a verse from a chorus in this album, but that's what you see often in this album, but that's alright. It happens in some songs. It's just what happens. It maybe be me, but I don't care. Now what you've noticed in this album is it's not lyrical. Because K is not a lyrical rapper. He's a rapper that wants to please you with his sounds and melodies. And that is a good. If it sounds good, then it's good. And this does sound good, so it's good. But, yeah, he's not really lyrical, though. He doesn't need to be. He doesn't have a lot of stuff to spit, so what's the point of spitting? He just needs to get some simple messages out, some simple lyrics out, just to suffice for the music he's rapping over. And that's good. What he's trying to achieve, he has achieved, and that's good. I'm just saying, if you're looking for some spitting like me, no, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. Pool Party was actually quite disappointing for me. Actually, it was a pretty good song, but I feel like he had a very monotone and low voice in the entire song. I've heard him go into higher pitched melodies before, and it sounds great. But for some odd reason, he decided to do a low monotone melody the entire time over such an upbeat, happy beat with like synths and plucks just overlaid, and it didn't really work. It was a jumbled mess. But it's a good listen. It's just I was a bit disappointed. Playtime is hopefully what it set out to be. It was a very playful song, and you could really tell that with the beat, the happy synths, lots of synths in this album, which is usually what he works with, which sound good, but I'd like to see him branch out a bit, try out some new instrumentals, maybe even some guitar overlaid stuff, because guitars are a very unique instrument that you can do a lot of fun stuff with. But anyways, yeah, he had the synth. The song sort of reminds me of a Jhené Aiko song, but a more upbeat one. If you haven't heard of Jhené Aiko, she's a contemporary soul artist, a bit poppy side, has a bit of a poppy side to her, but she's even had Kendrick Lamar as a feature, so she's quite popular, but she's not mainstream, so am I advertising Jhené Aiko at this point? Yeah, but the beat really reminded me of some of her upbeat stuff, and it gave me that vibe, and the lyrics in the song weirded me out at first, but they're playful, they're nice, they're whimsical, and they do their job. But it was a decent song, not one of the best on this album, not one of the worst. Summer Skies is one of my favorite on this album. Oh my god, does it have a lot of goodness to it. It starts off with piano and this very unique vocal intro that just really got me hooked in, and the amount of melodies and vocal ranges and flows that he achieves in the song is just astonishing for just 2 minutes. It's great. The beat is upbeat and he sounds upbeat. He sounds like he's free. And it's just an overall fantastic song, and it's one of the best on the album. Come on. Now the next song, Neither I, is a far cry from the synths. It is piano heavy and it has a slight dark vibe to it. It's a very happy album, but like dark undertones, you know. It's not really a dark song, but you can tell there's a bit of sadness and heartache beneath that song. And he's not spitting in this one either, but why would he need to? It's a nice mellow song to give you a break from that happy upbeat synth, you know. and it does its job very well. It's one of my favorite on this album as well. Not as good as Summer Skies or another one I'm going to talk about, but it still holds up in this album, so yeah. And next is Truth, in brackets, Japanese version. I couldn't even find an English version, so I don't know why it's called Japanese version. Just call it Truth and then have it still be in Japanese. But this song was okay at best. It was good. It was synth, but at the end of the day, it was good synth. But at the same time, it just feels like he just popped some chords in there and had some fun with his flow with Japanese, which is all good. I had fun listening to the track, but it wasn't anything special at the end of the day. For the track Sunday. For the track Sunday, you had this sort of dark, not as dark as like True, no, neither I. Neither I. Not as dark as that, but like, it's more of a minor key for the pluck, and it was effective. It was a synth pluck, but it was very effective in what it was trying to do. He said fuck crescendos in the song. Suddenly he's like going up the melody, and then he's like, I act like I wanna shoot. Like the next moment, it's just like, ooh. But it was good. It just felt all over the place sometimes. Like you could skip through a song and it'd be like, whoa, what's happening here? But it was good. The last song on this album is I Know What You're Doing, and it is my favorite. Seriously, no synth. No plucks. It is a smooth ass minor pad. Just it's good. He has some really sticky melodies and vocals in there. Yeah. It's so nice, and he goes into this very high pitched, voice edited Vox part, and it was very sonically pleasing, and I was very pleased with the song in general, and it really boosted the mark of the album for me. If you want a mark of this album, I think I give it a solid 6 out of 10. And before you think, oh, he put a lot of hard work into it, you gotta think about this. A commercial album with Drake and Lil Uzi Vert, I gave a 4 out of 10. I gave you a better than a commercial album. I'm not strict. I just have high standards for an album, because there's a lot of room for improvement when it comes to music. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, which is really good. You should be really proud of your album, and keep doing what you're doing. If you want to check it out, link is in the description. By the way, like and comment if you enjoyed the new camera setup. I'm using my phone for this, so the camera quality is much better. My hands tend to be up here a lot, and it makes my hands look fucking ginormous, when in actuality they are tiny. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, you should definitely check out his album. And what? See ya. Bye. Oh, bitch.